How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you 25 absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the Dealmania sale that runs through March 11th. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history, and are at least a 70 on OpenCritic or Game Rankings. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my daily coverage of every sale that Sony puts out. I'm trying to get to 25k by the end of the year, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping for me, let's get into the video. For $3.99, Doom is a fast, brutally satisfying first-person shooter that reimagines the legendary franchise with modern intensity, cinematic polish, and unrelenting speed. Rip and tear through the depths of hell with an arsenal of iconic weapons and a savage melee system that rewards relentless aggression over hiding behind cover, all while an adrenaline-pumping soundtrack keeps you locked in a non-stop rhythm of chaos and destruction. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Trine 2 Complete Story is a stunning side-scrolling action-adventure that blends platforming, puzzles, and fantasy storytelling into a magical fairy tale journey full of wonder, danger, and clever challenges. You'll control Amadeus the Wizard, Pontius the Knight, and Zoya the Thief as they traverse breathtaking landscapes filled with physics-based puzzles, dangerous enemies, whimsical contraptions, and hidden secrets to discover. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Super Mega Baseball 4 delivers over-the-top baseball action with more than 200 fan-favorite legends like Vladimir Guerrero, Johnny Damon, and Jason Giambi joining the roster of Super Mega League All-Stars. Play in arcade-inspired matches with deep gameplay systems, including expanded team traits and 6 new stadiums, while enjoying presentation upgrades with vibrant animations and crystal-clear audio. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 10 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $2.49, Inside is a haunting cinematic puzzle platformer that follows a young boy as he's relentlessly hunted through a bleak dystopian landscape and pulled ever deeper into the center of a terrifying secretive experiment. Solve cleverly designed environmental puzzles and uncover disturbing revelations through precise platforming, minimalist storytelling, and an oppressive atmosphere that constantly builds tension. It's a 91 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $3.99, Arise, A Simple Story is a heartfelt narrative adventure that guides you through the emotional lives of two people, where memories awaken and time itself bends to your will in an expressive world. You explore beautifully crafted landscapes that shift with the passage of time, reliving moments of love, loss, joy, and sorrow, while manipulating seconds, days, and entire seasons to uncover the full story and its hidden emotional nuances. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $1.24, Limbo is a minimalist puzzle platformer where a young boy ventures into a dark, eerie world to uncover the fate of his missing sister, facing unknown horrors at every turn. Set in a shadowy, monochromatic landscape filled with subtle visual clues and haunting silhouettes, the game blends environmental storytelling with clever, physics-based puzzles that challenge timing, precision, and observation. It's a 91 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year Edition is an open-world action-adventure set between The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, where you play as a ranger bound with the Wraith of Celebrimbor, seeking vengeance against the forces of Sauron. This edition includes the Lord of the Hunt and the Bright Lord story expansions, adding new abilities, beast hunts, epic battles, and deeper lore that expands the mythos of Middle-earth. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Watch Dogs is an open-world action-adventure where you play as a skilled hacker driven by a violent family tragedy and a relentless quest for justice and revenge. You'll manipulate the city of Chicago's connected infrastructure, tapping into security cameras, controlling traffic lights, and accessing personal data to outsmart enemies, evade law enforcement, and strategically execute heists, stealth missions, and intense combat scenarios. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4.99, The Walking Dead: The Final Season is an emotional narrative adventure where Clementine may finally find a home, but protecting it comes with difficult sacrifices and heart-wrenching decisions. You'll guide her through tense encounters with both the living and the dead, making choices that define her relationships, shape the world around her, and ultimately determine how her story concludes in this unforgettable final chapter. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise is an over-the-top action-adventure where Kenshiro, master of Hokuto Shinken, unleashes devastating martial arts techniques to obliterate foes and uphold justice in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. You'll chain combos and explore Eden's open world while engaging in bizarre side activities like bartending and buggy racing, blending intense combat with absurdly entertaining minigames. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record is a reimagined action-adventure zombie game that follows photojournalist Frank West as he returns to Fortune City to investigate the outbreak and document the chaos in his own daring style. Battle hordes of zombies, craft outrageous combo weapons, and explore all new areas, while following unique missions, surviving deadly attractions, and uncovering the city's darkest hidden secrets. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Trials Fusion is a platform racing game that challenges you to master obstacle-filled courses, perform daring stunts, and push your skills to the limit in both solo and competitive play. Race across official tracks, tackle insane user-created courses, and compete in global tournaments, while mastering precision jumps, avoiding hazards, and chasing record-breaking times to cement your reputation as the ultimate Trials champion. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 10 out of 10, and about 90 hours to platinum. For $3.74, Super Meat Boy is a brutally difficult precision platformer where you control an animated cube of meat determined to rescue his bandage-wrapped girlfriend from an evil fetus in a jar wearing a tux. Leap across deadly saw blades, scale tight wall jump corridors, and survive hundreds of brutally designed levels while tackling punishing bosses and pushing your reflexes to the limit across hospitals, salt factories, and even hell itself. It's a 90 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 10 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Rad is a 3D action roguelike set in a post-apocalyptic world where humanity has already survived 2 separate Armageddons. Play as a teenage survivor venturing into the ever-changing radioactive fallow, battling grotesque creatures, exploring procedurally generated wastelands, and uncovering secrets, hidden caches, and dangerous mutated environments filled with traps, hazards, and unpredictable encounters. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $3.99, My Friend Pedro is an ultra-violent action platformer about friendship, imagination, and one man's mission to wipe out the criminal underworld under the guidance of a sentient banana. Using split aiming, slow motion, and ricocheting bullets, combat becomes a fluid spectacle where precision and creativity are rewarded as you chain together outrageous gunfights with cinematic flair, stylish scoring, and leaderboard-driven challenges. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $3.99, DC's Justice League Cosmic Chaos is an action-packed superhero adventure where players unite to stop a mischievous supervillain from wreaking havoc on Happy Harbor. Suit up as Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman, teaming with other heroes to solve puzzles, defeat villains, and complete daring challenges, while discovering secret locations and unlocking powerful abilities and artifacts to enhance your team's combat potential. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.79, Wizard of Legend is a fast-paced dungeon crawler that casts you as a powerful wizard battling through procedurally generated arenas while mastering dynamic spellcasting and elemental magic. Chain together over 100 unique spells, unleash devastating combos, and experiment with different elemental effects while dodging attacks and adapting your playstyle to survive chaotic battles in both solo and co-op runs. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, about 25 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Dex is a 2D action RPG set in a sprawling cyberpunk city where you fight, hack, and navigate a dangerous underworld while evading a mysterious tentacular organization and deadly adversaries. You traverse Harbor Prime, making allies, choosing your approach as a silent assassin, hacker, diplomat, or gunfighter, with real-time combat, interactive dialogue, and a mature storyline that rewards exploration and strategic thinking. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Ragnarock is a VR rhythm game that puts you in the role of a Viking captain, commanding your longship and pounding your drums to the beat of epic music while racing against rivals in solo or multiplayer modes. Hit incoming runes in perfect sync with Celtic rock and Viking power metal and compete for gold medals, high scores, and leaderboard supremacy while enjoying fast-paced, immersive VR gameplay. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 10 out of 10, and about 20 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, Streets of Rogue is a chaotic roguelite where player choice, freedom, and anarchy drive every action in a procedurally generated city teeming with complex AI denizens. You'll complete missions any way you like, using unique character traits, inventive items, and environmental interactions to sneak, fight, or manipulate your way through sprawling, emergent scenarios that encourage experimentation and creativity. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition is a thrilling action-adventure where Lara Croft's origin story comes to life in a beautifully rebuilt next-gen world full of danger and mystery. You'll explore lush environments, solve intricate puzzles, and survive high-octane combat while customizing weapons, crafting gear, and navigating treacherous terrain that tests both skill and strategy, uncovering hidden secrets and ancient relics along the way. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Hob is a third-person action-adventure where you explore a mysterious, crumbling planet in peril, uncovering its secrets as you traverse shifting landscapes and restore a dying world. You'll use your mechanical glove arm to grapple across gaps, warp between platforms, and interact with ancient machinery, while exploring ruins, meeting strange creatures, and discovering a story told entirely through the environment. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $4.49, the Serious Sam collection puts you in the boots of legendary action hero Sam Serious Stone as you battle a merciless alien invasion across ancient Egypt and South America with non-stop old-school mayhem. The collection includes Serious Sam HD, the first encounter, the second encounter, Serious Sam 3 BFE, and both major expansions, delivering pure arcade shooter chaos from start to finish. It's an 81 average on game rankings, and there's unfortunately a broken trophy making the platinum unobtainable. For $4.49, Metro Exodus is a haunting post-apocalyptic shooter bundle that combines the remastered editions of Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light in one immersive survival experience. You play as Artyom, navigating the dark, claustrophobic tunnels of the Metro and the irradiated surface above, scavenging for supplies, upgrading weapons, and fighting off both mutated creatures and desperate human enemies. It's an 83 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 45 hours to get both platinums. For $4.49, Child of Light is a beautifully crafted fairy tale RPG that follows a young girl transported to the magical world of Lemuria on a coming-of-age journey to save a fallen kingdom and her ailing father. You'll explore hand-painted storybook environments, take flight through enchanting landscapes, and engage in turn-based combat with RPG mechanics while uncovering a poetic narrative inspired by childhood fairy tales. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.